And we are action for game 2 of today's doubleheader as the men's soccer team got the party started with an 8-2 victory over the Frederick Cougars, and now it's the Dragons women's turn to keep the momentum going here in Columbia, Maryland. Mark Winkle bringing you the action of today's game as the Dragons take on the Potomac State Catamounts in this Region 20 Divisional 2 matchup. Two teams played each other twice last year in the spring season, so they are very familiar with each other as the rosters haven't changed a whole lot. For Potomac State, their roster has grown considerably from the spring season. However, many of those players are not in this game as they are dealing with a slew of injuries. 4 players that are out of action in today's game for the Dragons. They've got 2 that are unable to play, so both teams banged up a little bit as the Dragons' Lily Scott hits that one wide of the net. For Potomac State, Haley Tennant, Brooke Cornell, Angela Faga, Maggie Slocum, and Adriana Ginden. So 5 players for Potomac State out, 3 of them being sophomores that they were really counting on, particularly in the spring season, were key players. For the Dragons, their right back, Riley Scott, is out in this game, as is starting forward, Anna Burns. So in their place, Lily Scott is starting up top for Howard, and it appears that Madison Zubak, normally a starting midfielder for Howard, has moved back to the right back role, with Jenna Nauman taking over in the center of the park for Howard. So the Dragons bench is light today. Just 4 healthy players on the bench. For Howard, the rest of their defensive line is intact with Celia Jackson, Sophie Pallone, as well as Sophie Jobst. Sophie Pallone and Sophie Jobst. So there's 2 Sophies next to each other. Dragons midfield consists of Remy Rollins, Molly Nichols, and Jenna Nauman. And up top for Howard, as that shot the first of the game will go for Potomac State, as Cassidy Wallace, who was an all-region tournament player last spring, fantastic player. She gets her first shot off and is saved by Murray. Dragons playing Lily Scott on the right side of the forward line, Sonati on the left side, and this is Talia Stangerlin, who's just going to run right through the middle. Stangerlin into the box. Talia Stangerlin shot, goal! Talia Stangerlin just right into the bottom right corner of the net to score 3.5 minutes into this game. Stangerlin off to a little bit of a slow start based only on her impact that she had in the spring season, but she is just now really starting to come back into her own as she starts in that center forward spot and is just showing that she can be that player that just makes it happen for Howard. She just did that all by herself. And look at Tessa Sonati winning that off. Sonati tries to get around the corner. Sonati into the box, and a sliding effort by Miller. Sonati still sticks with it, and it's going to be cleared out by Floyd. This is Alexa Cook. She'll play it deep. Nicole McManamay trying to run onto it, and it is going to be taken away by the Dragons defense. Jobst missed out on trying to trap that one down, and it will be out for a throw-in. Stangerlin finds Sonati. Those 2 in particular have really started to work better and creating a good partnership. both showing the combination of athletic ability as well as the toughness that's needed. Murray hurls one out to the opposite side. Nichols plays it back for Zubak, and Zubak's touch a little bit heavy, but able to keep it in. Played forward by Sydney Leckletter. And out for a throw-in. Leckletter. Dragons in their white uniforms with the gold trim going from right to left in this first half. And for Potomac State, they are in their navy blue with the gold numbers going from left to right. Jobst finds Stangerlin. Sonati tries to play it over the top. Rollins running onto it. Strong play by Regan Miller. And Miller will have it go out for a Howard throw-in. Sonati throws it into the corner. Miller plays it right back to Sonati. Sonati tries to cross one in. Didn't quite hit that clean. Kind of put a lot of topspin onto it, and it just went straight into the ground. Into the Dragons box, but Zubak able to take it away and plays it out. Throw in goes to McManamy. She'll try to play into the box, and there's just nobody there. Poloni taking her time. She'll finally lay it off for Murray, and Murray will clear it out. So the Dragons a little bit disheveled in their own box, but are able to get away with it. Floyd throws it into Miller. Finds Cook. Cook goes to the corner. This is Regan McKenzie. McKenzie will cross it in, and it is stopped by Jackson, and again just awkwardly stops there for a second with the ball right in front of her net. Does end up getting it out, but Dragons defense just a little bit slow to get it out of the danger zone. And our first substitution of the game will be made. As Michelle Phillips comes in for Emma Cooks. Oh, that shot goes off of the top corner. What a shot by Alexa Cook as that one bounces straight back, and Dragons are fortunate to not have that one hurt. Cook gets it back into McManamy. She is charged from behind by Poloni, no call. Howard gets it up to a very isolated Lily Scott. Scott trying to just hold up play and wait for help, but it will end up being taken away by Potomac State. Murray with a booming kick out. Scott trying to follow it up. She will kick it forward. Stangerlin will try to run onto it. And she'll give that away. Sonati. It's going to be 2-on-2. Sonati, that was a heavy touch, though, tries to win it back. Muscling her way onto the ball. Still Sonati, and she gets taken down by Miller. And a great effort again by Tessa Sonati wins the Dragons a free kick just outside of the 18-yard goal box. And in a beautiful position to take a shot here. Dragons will have a couple of good choices here as Sonati in her right foot will take a look at it, and Sophie Jobst in her left foot. Now they're going to have a conversation about who's going to actually take this one. The Potomac State wall, there's going to be 3 ladies there, but again, they're right in the middle, so it could go easily around either. It's going to be Jobst. Jobst just goes straight over the wall, and it will go over the crossbar as well. I think she had an opportunity to try to go around the wall and curl it back into the goal. But ultimately, a wasted opportunity for Howard. McManamy able to control it. Plays it wide for Floyd. Good workout as McManamy finds Cook. Taken away by Rollins. Lily Scott back up to Rollins. Rollins in a battle with Alexa Cook for the ball. Now Nauman will chip in her help. And the 2 versus 1 will go in favor of the Dragons as they win possession. Nichols gets up to Scott. Scott playing with her back to the goal. And she will just give that one away to McManamy. McManamy is all by herself against the trio of Howard defenders. Now she'll get some help and some pushing. And Lily Scott will be forced to just play it out. Zubak missed getting to that one, but Poloni follows up and will hit it strongly out of play. Howard comes in with a 4-1 record. Their lone loss coming against CCBC Essex, as they were dismantled in the first 3 minutes and then able to play well after that, but unable to recover from that. Other than that, it has basically been the Dragons dominating their opponents. Sonati tripped over the ball, but able to get back up and wins it back. Sonati, she'll try a shot, going for the top right corner, saved by Megan Klein. As Klein gets her first save of the game. Headed back in by Rollins. Scott picks it up. Wallace gets it for Potomac State. Played wide for Llewellyn. And Molly Nichols takes it. Now it's going to be Nichols trying to go down the far sideline. She's up against double coverage. Cuts it back inside. Finds Remy Rollins. Rollins into the box. Taken off of her by Lecklider. Now it's going to be Nauman tries his shot. That's going to be stuffed by O'Neill. And now it's going to be Potomac State on counterattack. Cook looking for McManamy. And Jope's able to recover enough to play back to Murray. Poked back forward by Floyd. McKenzie. Jopes has trouble finding it after it bounced off her back. But Poloni comes through to help. Poloni looking for Stangerlin. Stangerlin is able to get around Miller. Stangerlin into the box. Nobody's getting in front of her. Stangerlin with the shot. Oh, it just goes wide of the net as Talia Stangerlin missed getting her second goal by a matter of a couple of feet. And Potomac State needing to make some dramatic changes, do go for a triple sub as Elizabeth Layton, Tia Keckley, and Alex Grady come in with Llewellyn, Floyd, and McKenzie going out. Dragons, first 2, Scott shot, and Stangerlin tried to follow up, but a good job by Megan Klein to pounce on top of it and prevent Stangerlin from being able to tap it in from close range. Good goalkeeping by Klein. She will roll it out to Keckley. Stangerlin is there to slam the door shut. Sonati helps her clean it up. Sonati goes to the baseline. Cuts it back into the box. She'll look for the pass in, and that is tipped away as Rollins was making the run to the box and just knocked away from her path. Poloni to Jobst. Up to Sonati. Sonati just muscles Keckley off the ball. Tried to run to it, and Miller with the follow-up to clean up. Jobst plays it back to Sonati, who's not being pressured. Now she's asking her team, who can she pass it to? Tries to play it into Stangerlin. Grady plays it up, but taken away by Jackson. Rollins finds Nauman. Nauman tries to cross the field around to Scott. Rollins to Scott. Back to Rollins. Rollins running onto it. She'll toe poke it, and that will just go wide of the net. A great 1-2 ball between Rollins and Scott. And Rollins just couldn't quite put it on frame. As Cook will return to the game after she took a brief break and will now go back into the middle of the Potomac State defense. Short goal kick won by Nauman, but Nauman came up limping as she didn't quite get it cleanly. Jackson cuts that one out. Celia Jackson plays it up to Scott. She'll keep it going forward. Jackson looking for the return ball. And Scott will decide to go elsewhere, and it's not played to her. Jopes finds Snotty. Nauman gets it up to Stangerlin. Back to Nauman. Now Nauman will play to the corner. Nichols gets onto it. She'll pass to the middle. It's sitting right there on a plate. Who's going to take it? Stangerlin. Oh, she puts it over the crossbar. A wonderful build-up by the Dragons as Nauman put a perfect pass over the Potomac State defense. Nichols, a great pass through the middle. And Stangerlin shaking her head knowing that one should have found Twine. Klein will play it short again. Dragons will win this one away. But a good job by Cook. Take it off of Scott. Jopes gets it to Snotty. Cuts it back to the middle. And can't quite connect on the pass. Rollins steps up to it. Circling around. She'll play it into Stangerlin, who just has it hit off her leg. Now Wallace will look to counterattack for Potomac State. She'll slide it to Cook. Cook looking for options. Plays it to the corner, and that looks like it might be a little bit too hard for Grady. So Amy Rodriguez will come in for her first piece of play as she will replace Jenna Nauman. It looks like Rodriguez will go to the top of the Dragons forward line, and Lily Scott will drop back into the midfield. And Scott will immediately get involved in the play in the midfield. Played in by Grady. Nichols first two, but it does hit off the hand of Molly Nichols. And now Potomac State will get a chance to move forward. Kelsey O'Neill. And the Dragons do not have a wall set up right now. Now they're just starting to get one formed. It will be two on the wall. Scott and Nichols. This shot by O'Neill, and that will be driven low and will be caught into the body of Haley Murray. Miller, under the pressure of Stangerlin, just forced to play it out. Sonati gets it to Rodriguez. And Howard will look to switch the field here as Poloni, under pressure from McManamy, gets it to Jackson, and Howard continues to go in the wrong direction as they're going backwards. And so for Potomac State, Victoria Floyd comes in for Keckley, and Carly Del Signore will take over for Alexa Cook. Strong play by Nichols to win it. Gives it up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for Stangerlin. Cut out by the jumping Cook as Poloni will be called for a foul. It will be Kelsey O'Neill again who will take the set piece for Potomac State. She hits a booming kick over the top. Just a little bit too much as it will go all the way to Murray. Stangerlin, she's in on goal again. Stangerlin, one-on-one with the keeper, and Talia Stangerlin uses her right foot to curl it into the bottom right corner. And Amy Rodriguez set that up with a great through ball in for Stangerlin. And great patience by Stangerlin there as she knew that she had the space and time to really just be able to pick her spot and did so expertly. So Alexa Cook will come right back into the game for Regan Miller, and I have a feeling that Miller, I don't know if she picked up a knock or was just tired there, but she was just not able to run at 100% while trying to chase down Stangerlin, and it certainly helped Stangerlin being able to get free on goal. But Howard ahead 2-0, thanks to Talia Stangerlin really stepping up the way that the Dragons have hoped that she would this year. Nichols picks her head up. She's got acres of space in front of her. Plays it into Stangerlin. Stangerlin. Left-footed cross in. Rollins is there. Remy Rollins takes a touch. Takes a shot. Goal! Remy Rollins puts it in. And the Dragons ahead 3-0. Talia Stangerlin with a gorgeous cross into the box. And Remy Rollins again showing great composure as she came through. So midway through the first half, Dragons are up 3-0. Jenna Nauman and Yassine Kamara have come in for the Dragons as they continue to try to utilize all their healthy bodies they have, with the goal-scoring Rollins taking a break, as well as Snotty. Klein will just shot put that one out to her teammate. Jobs tries to settle that down, and Stangerlin unable to keep that in. Del Signori played it back to Floyd and played up for McKenzie. Now it's going to be Stangerlin. Plays it through Kamara, trying to get in on it. And that is going to be touched by Kamara into the face of Cook. Play will continue. Scott tries to get up for Rodriguez. A smart play by Rodriguez to muscle off the ball like Lecklighter. She'll try to play it into the middle, and Kamara couldn't get there in time. Wallace gets some momentum upfield for the Catamounts. And Jackson takes it away. Now Jackson's going to try to make another strong run. She's done that several times in this game, making a run out of the backfield. And she's got a lot of energy to spare. Look at this. Cross into the middle. And Kamara couldn't get there. Stangerlin tries to pick it up on the back post. She will take it away from McKenzie. Stangerlin finds Nauman. Back to Stangerlin, who gets inside the box. Stangerlin can shoot here. She will try a shot, and her weight was just leaning too far back as the ball will sail over the crossbar. Did everything right except just couldn't keep the body over the ball to keep that shot under the crossbar. Dragons have seemed to caught on the fact that Klein does not have a huge leg here, ability to get it out. So they're just pinching further and further ahead, trying to take advantage. Nauman directs the ball towards Scott. She'll find Nichols. Nichols looking to get around Lecklider. Dribbles around a couple, and now she'll lay it off for Scott. Scott tries the shot, and that will roll to Klein. Again, great passing, great buildup by the Dragons. Scott didn't quite hit the ball cleanly on the shot. Zubak, first two touches towards Stangerlin, but her heavy touch will give it away to Del Signore. Murray calls her teammate off on that one. Kamara makes a nice touch there to settle it down. Plays forward to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to find somewhere to go with it. Now she'll turn and start going towards goal. And just kind of ran into trouble there as Alexa Cook was there to stop it. Rodriguez fights to get it back. Now Nichols will try to put it in the box. Nauman running onto it. It just goes over her head. McKenzie finds McManamy. Back to McKenzie. Keeps the ball in play. Trying to play it up the line for Del Signore. Into the box. Zubak slides over to help her defensive line. And Jopes will just play it out. Dragons continuing to play it out as the Catamounts racking up the throw-ins. This one we played in the box, flicked over her head by McManamy. And Zubak able to get a soft clear. And now Nichols takes it on. Nichols trying to counterattack. She'll play it over the top. Kamara's running onto it. Yassine Kamara touches in towards the goal. She'll take the shot. Saved by Klein. A good look by Kamara. She tried to get around the ball and curl it towards the far post. But Klein was able to smartly read that one. And we'll be out for a Dragons throw-in, with Sonati giving Stangerlin a well-deserved break after her really, really effective first half so far. Zubak a little bit too hard on the through ball. So for Potomac State, Miller will come in for McManamy. Dragons have a couple of games coming up this week. They'll host Hagerstown on Tuesday, September 28th for a 4 p.m. game as Molly Nichols tried to jump on that one and hit a long shot that will sail wide of the net. Dragons will then travel down to Virginia to take on Richard Bland on Friday, October 1st at 2 p.m., which will be the start of 4 straight away games for the Dragons. Kamara wins it back. Rodriguez lays it off for Nichols. Gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to toe poke it through to Kamara. Now Scott will try to put it over the top. Kamara will head it on. And that header by Kamara will be saved by Klein. Dragons will pick up some miles. As, like I said, they will go to Richard Bland in Virginia. They'll travel to Hartford on October 5th. And then make a weekend trip to New Jersey, where they'll go to Newton, New Jersey to take on Sussex on October 9th. And then Trenton, New Jersey to take on Mercer County on October 10th. Jackson plays it through to Nichols. Nichols has the chance to turn and look for a cross. She will get it in, but Klein able to step up and scoop that up. Howard keeping the Catamounts pinned in their own half right now. O'Neal now is able to pick it up. Now, can Potomac State counter? Looking for the pass up to Del Signore, and that is taken away by Poloni. O'Neal will try over the top this time. Wallace running onto it, but will give up the chase as that will roll to Murray. Jobst. Up to Sonati. Sonati kind of chunked that pass. You could see some grass fly up through the air. Poloni again reads the play well, and now she's going to have a bombing run forward. Poloni still going forward. Poloni now will try to cross it in as she's falling down. It is played out nicely by Cook. And O'Neal will gain possession for the Catamounts. Nichols comes in, picks the ball off, but Cook follows up. This is Alexa Cook. And Del Signore tried to make a little dummy turn and go, but Jobst read it well. Sonati now plays up for Kamara. Kamara takes the first touch towards goal. She'll get into the box. She'll look for the shot now, and that shot is going to be blocked away. Good job by Miller to get in front of that one. I think Kamara got a good piece of that one, too. As Remy Rollins will come to the game with Lily Scott getting a rest. I believe that is her first rest of the game, so a strong 30 minutes at play for the versatile Dragon. Snotty into the box, hit straight up by Cook. Kamara comes to it first. McKenzie trying to wait for help. Grady looking for Wallace, and Poloni again will cut it out and hit it out. Jobst. Up to Kamara. Kamara just muscles her way forward as Floyd was trying to just make sure Kamara couldn't turn. Alexa Cook. Jackson touches away. O'Neal will try a couple times to get it forward for Wallace. Kamara gets the touch in. What a turn by Kamara. And then seeing Kamara that dribble with a little bit too much as Lecklater will hit it off. Wallace. What a good ball forward for McKenzie. McKenzie trying to run to the box, and she will take down Jobs from behind. And a foul is called against Regan McKenzie. Jobs looks to hit it to the far side of the field. Good play by Izzy Layton. But cannot keep going forward as Zubak takes control. Rodriguez. She'll turn and look. Rollins making a great run forward. Rollins touches into the box. She's got a couple Dragons in the box to play for. She'll go for the shot instead. And that one will be saved by Klein. Klein has been tested in this game. She's made 6 saves so far. However, has allowed 3 into the net. Jackson plays it for Rodriguez. And again, Rodriguez, plenty of time to turn and look. Zubak chips it forward, looking for Nichols. Headed out by Lecklater, and a foul is called on Nichols. Long ball hit forward. Jackson will just play it back to Murray. Murray hits it low. Snotty trying to run on to keep it in bounds, but it'll be out for a throw-in as 5 substitutions will come in. So for the Dragons, Stangerlin and Dvorak come in for Rodriguez and Nichols. And for Potomac State, it will be Phillips, McManamay, and Keckley in, with Floyd, Wallace, and O'Neill out. Poloni again, good job by her. She has certainly gained her confidence as the season has gone on to really be an anchor of the defense for Howard. McManamay tries to hit a long move forward looking for McKenzie, but Murray takes it away. McManamay taken away by Nauman. Rollins finds Stangerlin. Dvorak running onto it, trying to find the pass. Kamara kind of hits off her shin on that one, a little bit awkward. But now Jobst will just hit it first time, boots it into the box, and nobody there for her. And Stangerlin has that ball right up and hit her on the arm as the handball will be called. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to the Potomac State head coach, Mo Pratt, who is here as both women's soccer coach as well as sports information director for the Catamounts. Junior college athletics, it's not uncommon for there to be double duties, if not more than that, and Coach Pratt being one of the good ones around. Cook tries to switch the field, taken away by Jackson. Stangerlin now. And she will just dribble right around Layton. Plays it forward to Dvorak, but Dvorak can't get her foot on it. Poloni strong on the ball again and just takes it right away from McKenzie. Kamara trying to run onto it. Played toward the outside, but Stangerlin will pick it up. She'll take a touch towards goal. Collision there as McManamy checked back nicely, and she'll play it out, but Jobst with space. Now she's going to try a shot there, and it will just curl away from the Potomac State goal. As Issa Krutner will come in for the first time in the game, replacing Yasin Kamara. Kamara putting in a really strong effort, had some good chances on goal. Played out by Klein. Touch to Grady. Rollins does a nice job of playing it off of Grady. She'll throw it up for Krutner. And Krutner will just dribble herself right out of bounds. Zubak finds Rollins. Rollins touches it forward to Snoddy. Snoddy will get it into the box. She'll hit a left-footed pass towards the middle. It's awkward. Dvorak late to get onto it. Now Snoddy will try a shot, and that one goes off the outside of the post and away for a goal kick. Connie Dvorak just a little bit slow to get onto that one. Otherwise, she would have had a great chance to just poke it in. And Sonati, who made the play start, almost able to finish it on the rebound. McManamy, taken away by Nauman. Layton, trying to go one-on-one versus Stangerlin, but Stangerlin gets the angle. Now Potomac State will work it around to the other side. Grady gets it back to McKenzie, but it's going to be taken away by Jackson. Now Rollins. Rollins has also had a strong first half. Plays it up to Sonati. Sonati's first touch is towards the outside. Now she's going to see if she can turn the corner. Cuts it back inside. Now she's going to line up a shot. She's going to have one. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Tessa Sonati did a great job of realizing that she had the space and why not just unload onto one. Klein didn't get a great read on it, and that ball just put a hole in the crossbar. The ball was out for a corner kick for Howard, as Stangerlin will be the one to take it. She'll hit a low one. Nauman touches it backwards. Sonati again runs forward and tries to get control for Howard. Jobst jumps over the sliding tackle. McKenzie still Jobst. Now she finds Sonati. Sonati's going to try to pass through this time, and she's wondering why nobody's running onto it. Zubak back into the box, headed on by Krutner, and a good look as Krutner was trying to head it on to Dvorak. But Dvorak, again, just not quite making the run. Poloni looks to switch it to Jackson. Now Jackson slides it over to Zubak. Zubak finds Rollins. Potomac State just dropping off of Rollins. Now they find Stangerlin. Gets it back to Rollins into the box. Back to Stangerlin. Stangerlin to the middle. Kruger shot saved by Klein. What a fantastic play by Rollins and Stangerlin to move their way up the field. And Krutner able to get the shot off, but Klein just finds the perfect spot to be and is able to catch it. McKenzie plays it off of Jackson. Just 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Long shot there as McManamy put her foot into that one and almost gave Murray trouble.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And with that, the first half concludes. The Dragons take a 3-0 lead into the intermission. We'll take a break. Be back with you for the second half of play. Second half underway here in Columbia, Maryland, as the Dragons with a 3-0 lead at halftime. And they will immediately get right back on it. 2 goals by Talia Stangerlin. She also picked up an assist as Remy Rollins scored late in the first half, as Stangerlin will go right for goal, and that one will go just wide. Already Stangerlin showing her ability to cause problems for this Potomac Catamount side. Potomac State in their navy uniforms going from right to left in the second half, and the Dragons in their white uniforms going from left to right, along with their gold trim, as Howard looking to continue all of the good play that they had. Enjoy the majority of possession, really move the ball up nicely, and their defensive line has been rarely caught out, with Murray making just 1 save in that first half. The Potomac State goalkeeper Megan Klein, she made 7 in the first half to try to help her team out, but it has just been wave after wave of Dragon attacks. Now Wallace, she will play it off of Rollins for the Dragons. O'Neill just taps it right to Nauman. Sonati goes one-on-one, and she will go right around her defender as Leckleiter is caught napping on that one. Goes turns the corner into the box. Sonati, and that is poked away by Miller at the last second. This is Madison Llewellyn, finds Wallace. And Zubak takes that one away. Jackson moves it up, finds Zubak. Zubak plays the ball up as Cook will let that run past her. Stangerlin gets to it. Talia Stangerlin. Stangerlin shot, and that one goes wide of the net. She dribbled it all the way up inside the 6-yard box and somehow still put that one wide. Rollins running into the box. Rollins will try a shot, saved by Klein. Catamounts now looking to make a run forward. McManamy looking to slide it to Cook. Alexa Cook picks it up. She plays it forward to Wallace, but Zubak takes it away. And a collision there as Scott tried to get on the inside position, and O'Neill clipped her ankle, and it's called for the foul. And it's in there as Lily Scott is able to put it in. So Stangerlin seemed disappointed with herself for not getting a better shot on that, but it ended up being a great assist to Lily Scott. And Dragons are now up 4-0. Scott right back at it as she gets into the box. Still Scott plays it back to Rollins. Rollins now shrugs off Cook. Rollins will take a left-footed shot, saved by Klein as that one was hunting the top left corner of the net. And Klein made a good save to paw it away. Corner kick for Howard as Molly Nichols goes to the far sideline. She'll play it low. Scott will flick it on to Stangerlin. Stangerlin has her shot blocked. Zubak runs onto it. Nauman and O'Neill blocks 2 straight passes by the Dragons. Sonati into the box. Sonati passes it, and O'Neill again cuts it out. Stangerlin plays to Sonati. And cleared out by Wallace with a strong kick. But there are no blue shirts up there. Poloni now will tee one up, and she'll take a long shot that goes wide of the net. Sonati comes first to it. Shrugging her off. Strong shot by Sonati. It hits the crossbar again. The second time Sonati has hit the crossbar in this game. As the metalwork has not been kind to her. I believe she's also hit the post in this game. Trying to play the 3-post game. Scott wins this back. Scott with the shot. That one will go wide. And once again, the Catamounts struggling to get it out of their own goal box, much less their own half. Klein hits it to Sonati. Sonati, she's going to try another shot, and this one will go wide. So now the Catamounts will try something different as Kelsey O'Neill will walk backwards to take the goal kick. And look at that big booming kick, and that will get it at least to midfield as Catamounts will finally be able to push up the field. Jobst gets it to Rollins. Rollins runs right around O'Neill. Still Rollins. Slides over to Scott. Scott able to hold the line nicely. Looking for somewhere to go. Crosses it to the middle, and that is cut out before Stangerlin can get onto it. Zubak, she'll try one. Chips under it, and it will be saved by Klein. Zubak gets under control, finds Rollins. McManamy trying to fight through the entire Dragons defense, still fighting for it. Now Wallace joins in, but Howard will eventually take advantage of their number advantage. Sonati just dribbles it right around Lecklider. Her and Stangerlin, they could not get out of each other's way. And a foul is called on the Catamounts. Funny watching Stangerlin. She was really trying to get out of Sonati's way, but just ended up zigzagging right in front of her every time. Zubak asking for 10 yards, and the referee will bring back the two Potomac State players in the wall. Zubak will chip it towards the back post. Stangerlin tries to come heading through. Potomac State clears it out, but Sonati gets back control for Howard. Cuts it inside. She's going to tee it in. Stangerlin with a soft touch. Cleared out nicely by Miller as she came across it. Stangerlin picks it up again. Sonati into the box. Sonati will try to get it across. O'Neal with the block this time. Now Wallace will try to break out. Finds McManamy. Looking for the overlapping Llewellyn. And Llewellyn can't get there in time. Thrown in towards Sonati. Now McManamy looking for somewhere to go with it. She'll look to change the field, but can't quite get it in front of McKenzie, as it will shoot right past her and out of bounds for a throw-in. Jackson. Nichols dribbles right around. She goes to the byline, and it goes right across the Potomac State goal line, and that is hit over the goal of Sydney Lecklider, and it will be out for a Howard corner kick. A nice cross in by Nichols, just no white shirts able to get on the other end of it. Nichols will get another chance here as she'll take the corner kick on the far side. She plays it short to Jopes. Nichols, she's onside. She'll cross it in now. Stangerlin tries to put a shot on and just doesn't hit it cleanly as it kind of just deflects off her foot. And Klein makes another save. Cook looking for Wallace, taken away by Rollins. Give and go with Nauman. Nichols back to Rollins. Rollins cuts into the box. She'll hit a left-footed cross, and what a job by Klein to cut that one out. Wallace now. She's got room to run onto. Cassidy Wallace gets around Jackson. Still Wallace. Wallace looking to go coast to coast, but she does run into a bunch of traffic, looking to the referee for a foul, and no signal from the referee. Murray hits the big booming punt. Hit forward. Rollins picks it up for Howard. She looks through the through ball, and Sonati had acres of space, but taken away. And good look there by Lecklider, but Wallace just can't quite settle it down. Murray taking her time. Murray now under some pressure as she's going to be forced to play it wide to Zubak. Zubak finds Stangerlin, lays it off for Snotty. Right back to Stangerlin. That crossed just a little bit too much. A good look there. As Stangerlin had nothing but goal in front of her. But Sonati hit that cross a little bit too hard. Nichols works back to find Jobes. Scott gets around the corner. Lillian Scott tries to cross it, and Miller cuts it out at just the right time and will be out for a throw-in. So 4 substitutions as Amy Rodriguez will go in for Tessa Snotty of the Dragons. And for the Catamounts, it's going to be Keckley, Layton, and Grady in with Floyd, McKenzie, and Llewellyn out. As the Catamounts try to get some fresh legs in. Scott puts it into the box. Rodriguez is there, but Klein able to smother it, and with good help from her defensive line to shield off Rodriguez from being able to get to it. Klein with a low punt. Nauman hits it to Scott. Cook takes it off. And Cook will now boom it forward. McManamy trying to run onto it. As Catamounts try to put on some high press for the first time in a while. Jopes turns and hits it upfield. And initially kept in play by Keckley, and a good job by her to draw a foul. Played all the way into the box. Zubak gets to it. Plays it out to Rollins. Now it's going to be Rollins looking on the counter. Rollins still carrying. Now she'll play it up. Rodriguez can't get her foot on it. Stangerlin putting press on it. And Lecklighter takes that one away. Zubak finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez just shrugs off Cook. Now Cook gets taken down just outside of the box. And it will be a foul. So this one will be about 18 yards and an inch away from the Potomac State goal. And it will be Jobst and Zubak standing over it. Zubak plays it to Jobst. Jobst will take a dribble in. Her shot saved by Klein. And a card has been given to Amy Rodriguez. She got a little bit too involved with the Potomac State goalkeeper. So a yellow card has been given to Amy Rodriguez. Stangerlin gets it up to Rodriguez. Tries to give it back to Stangerlin. She does. Into the box. Talia Stangerlin gets almost tripped up. She stays up. and cleared out by Miller. Stangerlin did a great job there trying to set up her teammate. Wallace gets it to Grady. Grady tries to play through Poloni. Grady could be in on goal. She slides over to McNamee, and a heavy touch by Nicole McNamee. And Murray was able to scoop that up. That was one of the best chances that Potomac State has had in this game. Rodriguez. Let's Nauman hit it forward. Nichols gets it to Scott. Scott tries to cross it over. Rollins takes a touch. Rollins with the shot. Goal! What a play by Remy Rollins to put that in the roof of the net. And Lily Scott set her up on that one. Dragons ahead 5-0. And a foul was called on Lily Scott on that play. Stangerlin now looking to make a move around Lecklighter, and she does just that. Stangerlin just blows past Lecklighter. Now she'll take on Cook. Gets around Cook as well. Stangerlin takes the shot, saved by Klein, as that just bounces right off the middle of her chest. Zubak comes crashing in with Grady. Wallace takes it away. Rollins plays it over the top. Stangerlin on sides. Trying to keep it in, and that will be out for a goal kick. As Stangerlin will just take a rest there on the pole vault padding after that good run. So Dragons with a triple sub with Kamara, Sinati, and Dvorak going in, with Scott, Rodriguez, and Nichols coming out. Cook has that taken away by Kamara. Plays it back to Jackson. Zubak picks her head up. A good job to find Kamara. Cuts it around Llewellyn. Excuse me, that was Lecklighter, but a little bit too hard. And we'll be out for another goal kick. Rollins gets into the box. Now she'll try to cross it in, and just a little bit too close to Klein, who will take it away. Klein will throw it out. Finds Layton on the play. Keckley under pressure from Sonati. And that will be out for Potomac State throw-in. Sonati still fighting through, and Cook with a couple of pushes, and Cook will get a quick yellow card there. Just a little bit too much from Alexa Cook for the referee's liking. So the second booking of the game, with Cook going in to the referee's book, and that will play off of Kamara for a goal kick. So 6 subs all in all, 4 for Potomac State, 2 for the Dragons. As O'Neill, who has continued to take the goal kicks for Potomac State and has been successful in doing so and helping to make sure to get the ball enough out of their zone to prevent any immediate danger, but Nichols will get it for the Dragons into the box. Kamara, and can't keep that in. Kamara, just a little bit of an awkward touch. O'Neill, another big kick. Zubak, first 2. Scott finds Nichols. Nichols tries to play it back to Scott. Rollins turns to look. Now she'll cut it back the way she came from. Gives it to Nichols. Nichols tries to cross in, and Miller will knee it down and hit it out. Scott. Nichols. She'll try to go for the top of the goal, and it hits off the crossbar. Molly Nichols joins the list of the many shots by Howard that has hit off of the post and crossbar today. By my count, the Dragons have hit the post or crossbar 5 times in this game. So you have to give credit to Potomac State for really putting in the fight and the effort to try to do their best to stay in this game. Dragons, just a little bit unfortunate that they haven't been able to put in more than 5 goals. Played up to Dvorak. Dvorak now will get inside. Played across to nobody's at home. Scott finds Nichols. Back to Scott. Plays it forward to Nichols. Nichols. And that's going to be deflected out for a corner kick. Into the box. Kamara tried to get her head on it. And Klein able to just get enough of it to not allow Kamara to touch it. Now Zubak. Zubak will make a run in. Nichols is offsides. Dvorak tried to pull it around, and O'Neal clears it out. McKenzie will re-enter the game for the Catamount, replacing Grady. Phillips. Kamara. Finds Nichols. Nichols looks to pass in the box. Sonati into the box. Sonati's shot puts it in, but the offside flag has gone up on the near side. A great pass by Nichols, and Sonati did a good job of finishing it into the net, but the flag denies the goal. Now Zubak will try to work things back upfield. Touched awkwardly. Now Floyd will try to get it forward to her teammate, but Poloni cuts it out. Kamara slips while trying to go forward. She's able to recover. Gets it back to Scott. Lily Scott into the box. Kamara tries to head it forward, and it goes sideways off of her head. Poloni again steps up to take it away. Scott to a wide open Nichols on the side of the box. Nichols crosses it low, and it's going to be Tessa Sonati who finishes it for the Dragons. Molly Nichols had that assist coming, as she has been doing a great job creating opportunities for the Dragons. And finally gets rewarded by getting an assist on the board. And also have to say, Sonati had that goal coming as well. Her first of the game, but she has just been a menace throughout this contest. Dragons now ahead 6-0. Sonati, and that one will be out of play, but it will be a Dragons throw-in. And Jobs with an illegal throw-in, as she kind of just pushed that rather than throws it over her head. And now Potomac State will try to go quickly. Played into the middle. Now Potomac State with something going here. Carly Del Signore trying to get through Poloni. Now crossed into the box. Goes to the back post. McKenzie couldn't quite get to it, and Zubak just plays it out safely. Zubak plays it out again. Potomac State throws it forward. Rodriguez picks it up. She plays it up for Krutner. Issa Krutner goes forward to Kamara. Kamara takes a touch towards the goal, trying to get into a shooting spot. Cuts it inside, and just a little bit too heavy on that one. Into the box. Kamara again can't get the shot off. Rodriguez, she'll try a shot. Rodriguez going for the top right corner. Saved by Klein. Nichols plays it back for Zubak. And dribbles herself out of play. McManamy working on Zubak. Zubak trying to square up now. McManamy does go around her. Tries to pass in the box, and Jackson there to help out. And Jackson works it out of danger. Nichols has it bounce off her foot, but she's able to chase McKenzie down and take it away. What a turn by Molly Nichols. Able to get the ball up. Kamara plays it back to Jackson. Now Jackson will play it forward. Kamara running onto it, but Cook will just play it out. Rodriguez with tons of space, plenty of time to turn, and look, gets it forward to Kamara. Kamara is onside. Played out by Cook, and that will be a throw-in. And a legal throw-in by Stangerlin there. And it's going to be a Potomac State throw. Dragons looking like they will take this one, will improve to 5-1 on the year as they continue to improve their situation as we are midway through the season. For the Catamounts, they will fall to 0-2-2. Played forward. Poloni missed on that one. Into the box. The shot will be taken by Del Signore, but that will be an easy save for Murray to make. And just the second save she has had to make in this game. And the fourth shot for Potomac State. Now Sonati. Sonati still into the box. Tessa Sonati. She'll take a shot. Goal! Tessa Sonati gets her second of the game and makes it 7-0 Howard. What a play by Tesson Snoddy to just run down the field. Hit up by Howard. Stangerlin gets it to Scott. Lecklider. O'Neal. Taken away. Now Jackson. Plays it to Stangerlin. Stangerlin. High kick up there to try to knock it down. Lecklider now will be forced to play it back. O'Neal. Over the top. King trying to win it off, but Jopes gets around. This is Phillips. Played it to the corner for King. And Jopes will hit it off of the foot of King and will be a Howard throw-in. Under 3 minutes to play for the Dragons. And just a dominating 7-0 effort for them. Snoddy. Snoddy trying to work it through. Still trying to go, and it's shut down by Emma Cook. Zubak to Stangerlin. Stangerlin to Kamara. Kamara into the box. Kamara tries to go for a shot. That one's blocked away. And that will be out for a corner kick. Stangerlin will take this one. Zubak will slowly walk her way up, and now it is going to be played to Zubak and out for a throw-in.
Like I said, they'll get you going with like
Zubak to Stangerlin. Krutner heads it up a couple times. Poloni gets it up to Sonati. Jackson finds Rodriguez to Krutner. Krutner will try a shot, and that will just slowly work its way to Klein. So we are now at 50 seconds left. Scott with a soft touch. She'll play it through to Stangerlin. Stangerlin, one last chance for the Dragons. She'll pull it back, tries to cross it in. Sticks around the box for a little bit. Stangerlin tries to jump up and head it, and that will be out for a goal kick, and that should just pretty much do it here. So the Dragons will move to 5-1 on the season. And another strong season looks to be in the cards for head coach Kate Seagroves, as they look to have another couple of tough games coming up, with their next one being Tuesday at home.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That'll do it for us in Columbia. Dragons come away with another win. We appreciate you stopping by to watch the game today. Final score in Columbia, Howard 7, Potomac State 0.